Sabi said the only reason you got that much snot in your nose is because your body is full of mucus, and that's a toxin. So you obviously been eating some meat. You an animal at least done died for you to eat. Can you admit to that? Maybe not being right for the existence. You mean you've been on this earth for 50 years? What is that, like 500, 600 months? And you ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. I mean, it takes a person who tells lies. She really does need that eye cream. I mean, she's going to have to scam a lot of people. It's $90 a bottle. You know what I'm saying? It don't come cheap, but neither do I. But when my parents sent me to college, we looked at all the things I'd be able to buy because I had a college degree and now I could make more money. I stopped distracting me. Because I've been on the earth for 44 years. And I done a lot of wrong to a lot of people. I done had to apologize. I done had to buy roses. I done had to make sandwiches. Take niggas out to lunch. Pay them motherfuckers back. Say I'm sorry for high-fiving you in the face. Shout out to Julius. I done a lot of wrong to a lot of people. I made a lot of mistakes with people. I've made a lot of mistakes with people. I done chose vengeance instead of forgiveness when I should have chose forgiveness. I done chose to stay when I should have left. I done talked about people behind their motherfucking back and sometimes even to their face. I mean, sorry, Crystal. I stole my homegirl's boyfriend. Didn't even know it. I forgot I told her he wasn't shit. My homegirl called me and she was like, I'm mad at you. I told you I come from a place where we don't talk about each other behind each other's back. We real women. Okay? Crystal called me and she was like, I'm mad at you. You mad at me for what? She was like, you told me he wasn't shit, and then you go and start dating him. I said, girl, I forgot I told you that shit. I didn't even go hold you. I said, I completely forgot that I told you that. What did I tell you, like 8th grade? Girl, we 16 now. He ain't even the same person. He got access to more money. Oh, shit. I'm 44 years old, and I've had to apologize to my daughter like 7 times today. Now, some shit I don't apologize for, but it's a whole lot of mistakes I made. Ooh, babe, I'm sorry I wasn't listening when you tried to tell me that. Ooh, I'm sorry for ranting over your feet. I mean, goddamn. She's 50 years old, and she ain't. That's another one that's got to go in the Scammers Red Flag book. The book of red flags. A motherfucker can't even admit that they've ever done anything wrong to anyone. Oh, come on. The lady said, ooh, that smoke is smoking, baby. That's that nachapa, honey. I'm telling you. That's that motherfucking nachapa, honey. It ain't playing. And if you know anything about nachapa, you know it blows wherever it needs to go. And it's blowing right on my handbag. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Blow on the handbag, honey. Yes, baby. Yes. Let me get back to business. This bitch got me thrown off. She's talking about, she said out of her mouth. Like, it's funny to me, and I gotta stay there right there for a minute. I'm trying to let it go, but god damn it, that right there is like a blatant. That's like niggas who say I ain't never told a lie. Are you serious? Like, you're literally wanting adults to think that, or are you just saying that shit because it sounds good to you right now? You can't admit that you've ever done anything to anybody? That's a sign that you done a whole lot and you're in denial. That's a sign of a person who don't ever apologize. That's a sign of a person who you could put that thing right in their face and be like, this is what you did. And that nigga either say they didn't do it or they say, I'm trying to move the smoke out the way. I'm sorry, y'all. It's got me in here looking like Halloween night. It's a little too early for that. Y'all ain't ready. That's a sign of a person who will do you wrong and either say they didn't do it or say they don't remember. They will sit up and they will look you dead in your eye and be like, I don't remember that. That's insane. That's insane. That is insanity.
That didn't do something wrong to me.
Really? Because she was going around harassing.
It's the edit for me. It's the edit for me. I'm so glad I had that whole motherfucking conversation. It's the motherfucking edit for me. She said they didn't do something to me. Well, even that could be wrong, honey. I have chosen vengeance when I should have chosen forgiveness. That is still wrong, honey. Wow. So you just out here taking punches, taking blows. You don't never strike first. I don't think so.
Kanika Jenkins' sister for clout. And that woman never did anything to her because she doesn't know her.
Teresa got mad at me because I commented on one of Leonore's pictures. One day, Leonore came on Facebook with something real sexy and sleek, showing like almost all her body. It was like negligee type outfit.
And I'm sure that put some thoughts in the barber's head.
I told her it made me sick.
Now she knows how we all felt when we saw this shit. And trust me, I'm sorry for not warning you first.
Wait, random. Now, first of all, I didn't notice something. My guys, I got a bone to pick with you, but not a big one because I know you're the boogeyman, okay? And I don't want Jedediah to find out all the hidden dirt about my secret slutty life. Oh, shit. First of all, this frozen screen is everything. Okay, I got to take this screenshot real quick. Please forgive me. Because this is everything. This one right here is everything. Hold on. Oh shit. Go back. Don't do that. No, you get out the way. Why y'all always want to come out when it's time for me to take a screenshot? Move. And you know I can't see. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this screenshot real quick. Just bear with me. There we go. Hell yeah. About to take this motherfucking screen. Wait, because the caption says, and trust me, I'm sorry for not warning you first. I am tickled. I am too tickled. First of all, I ain't heard Random say shit yet about smoking a blunt. He ain't told nobody that you need to, but please listen to me right now when I say, by now you should have. I had no idea this was going to happen today. What in the fuck is this shit? What the fuck she got on? Where's she going to? The Renaissance? The Cowboy Carter concert that I didn't know nothing about? And that is a woman of a million faces. Do you notice that? That is a woman of a million faces. My mother always warned me about women who, when you look at them, they always look different. My mother said when we lived in California, when we lived in my hometown, which I won't say because Jedediah be watching jerking off and shit. Use that other middle. I know you got a middle finger in your asshole right now thinking about me, but go ahead and use that other middle finger and hit the like button. But we used to live in this place. And my mom, I remember her telling me, or somebody, I was overhearing a conversation. You know how kids be ear hustling. Yes, it's a very deceitful person. My mother told me, and my mother is a woman who made a decision not to be a witch. Okay, my dad wouldn't let her play with tarot cards back before they got saved. And my mother, she always understood that she had a certain gift of intuition and discernment, except for some of the dumbest shit. But that's her personal business. I came here to tell you this. I remember my mother telling us that there was a woman who came in our house, and she was sitting in the living room talking to my mother. And my mother said that as she talked to this woman, her face literally kept changing. Old woman, young woman, fat woman, skinny woman, pretty woman, ugly woman, big nose, big eye, little eye, high cheek, low cheek, all types of shit. And tell me that ain't what you see right now. And my mother was the one who taught me how to be so classy, Nikita. Shout outs to my mama. My mother taught me young something I'm teaching my daughter, which is how to be nice, nasty. That's what it's called. It's a fine line, baby. And it's a fine line between catty, bitchy, and nice, nasty. Nice, nasty is something you have to craft and hone with the ages. It has to change with the time. Nice, nasty used to be Dynasty, and then nice, nasty became a different world, or the Cosby Show. And then sometimes nice, nasty was Golden Girls. Now nice, nasty is De La Creme de La. You know, but Nikita, you'll always be ratchet. That ain't gonna change. That's a classic. But my mother just she let the woman talk and say everything she needed to say. It was a whole lot of bullshit, and the whole time my mama said this woman was talking, she saw her face just change constantly. Very deceitful, very deceptive. I've seen it myself. It usually happens when I'm high, but I have seen it myself. I've been smoking with niggas and sat there and looked at that whole motherfucker's demeanor. Their face changed over and over and over and over and over again. Thank you, Omega. Shout outs to you. I appreciate you for saying that. I've seen it myself. And I don't know if that tells you anything about this person. The fact that we have 3 pictures of this person, and you got one that looked like Flavor Flav. Another one looked like an emoji. And the other one looked like she going to the Cowboy Carter concert. But those 3 faces look completely different. That's crazy to me. That is scary. Not that I'm afraid of it, though. Don't get it twisted.
Some people want to hurt you because they see dollar signs. Some people get rich off of another person's pain.
Well, Barbara would know all about that because she was cashing in on Teresa Martin's pain when she was selling Kanika Jenkins t-shirts.
But all I can say is that she made a promise to me and she broke it.
A so-called promise that she's yet to show you proof of.
And I don't know how many times I keep telling y'all. I've said it before. Don't mess with God's people.
What they do, a pinky swear? A pinky swear for real? Like me and the delegate from India did together to make sure I got the visa I needed to be able to go to Mumbai unlimited for 10 years? What they do, a pinky swear? Or did they do one of them blood oaths, the little hood girls used to do? My mama hit me to that shit. My sister asked me last week about this girl we used to hang out with who was Dominican. And she wanted to do this blood oath with me. And I was like, let me ask my mama first. And my mama said, she trying to eat your coochie, run, girl. But my mama said, she said, you know, here in the hood, women want to do stuff to tie themselves to other women because they're scared to be alone. So my mama said, these little girls will try to do these blood oaths with you where they want to rub fingers together that's got blood on them or coochie juice or something. Oh, my mama let me know. And she said, and you will never be able to get married. You'll never be able to have no happy life. You'll never be able to move away. You'll never be able to go to college. You'll never be able to do nothing because you oath yourself to this human being. She said, don't do it. Don't do it. My mama didn't tell me don't do that. She was like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I'm so glad I did.
There's nothing godly about this woman.
People been inboxing me. I don't look for no information, and I don't give information that I don't have. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nobody that was there.
Yeah, she was quick to jump online and spread this bullshit.
It's alleged kidney failure, guys.
Thank you.
Alleged.
So the next time you hear her say,
I have never lied about anything.
just call her a whole goofy and keep it moving.
And I get a reliable source.
Let me explain one more time. This is my random news hat. Whenever random news is in the building, I have to dress appropriately. Okay? I want to make sure I am crystal clear because I'm sure you see it. God, I can't get that finger right for nothing. Wait, is that the finger? No, it's this finger. I usually get the finger right. 6 a.m. every day, baby. You see random news with the Sherlock Holmes in the back, so I got to make sure I pay homage respectfully. I try to stay on random news's nice list, but sometimes I'm a little naughty. Hopefully he doesn't find out. Or maybe he should.
And I'll say, but from now I can't say because I don't put out rumors.
You mean like the time she paid some goofy to act like he was Monifa's boyfriend so she could pin a murder on her?
After the accident happened?
Yes, ma'am.
What accident?
The one we were talking about earlier.
Well, there wasn't no accident. You said you helped put her in the freezer.
Now go ask Barbara why she never turned Kanika's so-called murderer into the cops.
Even if it's true, what people are saying, I always wait for a reliable source.
Her so-called reliable sources are always nut jobs that she done found on the internet.
Gina McGill was saying, yes, I'm going to give Gina her props on that.
Yeah, you know Gina McGill, the woman who never met Teresa or Kanika a day in her life. Yeah, she knows Kanika better than Teresa to know that it was not her in the hallway. You know, that's why she wrote the book about it. And for just $4.99, you can read the story from a whole dude who put missing body parts in the title when there was no missing body parts. You're looking at the face of a whole dumbass.
Forgive me. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
What accident?
The one we were talking about earlier.
Well, there wasn't no accident. You said you helped put her in the freezer.
Now go ask Barbara why.
What accident?
Wait, y'all gotta
You
see
mean
what
like the time she paid some goofy to act like he was Monifa's boyfriend so she could pin a murder on her?
After the accident happened?
Yes, ma'am.
What accident?
The one we were talking about earlier.
Well, there wasn't no accident. You said you helped put her in the freezer.
Now go ask Barbara why she never turned Kanika's so-called murderer into the cops.
Even if it's true, what people are saying, I always wait for a reliable source.
Her so-called reliable sources are always nut jobs that she done found on the internet.
Gina McGill was saying, yes, I'm going to give Gina her props on that.
Yeah, you know Gina McGill, the woman who never met Teresa or Kanika a day in her life. Yeah, she knows Kanika better than Teresa to know that it was not her in the hallway. You know, that's why she wrote the book about it. And for just $4.99, you can read the story from a whole goofy who put missing body parts in the title when there was no missing body parts. You're looking at the face of a whole dumbass.
Thinking it's all about, oh, you was kidnapping her. That's something they told y'all. That's something they made up for y'all to
Welcome,
try to come at me through social media.
Well, she might want to go talk to the news because they put it out there that she was a kidnapper.
Right in front of Paula Burgess's home.
As you can see, Barbara being goofy is well documented.
She allegedly kidnapped a woman.
And since it took the cops to get Kat out of there, I'll say she was keeping her captive.
You can see, social media is not my life.
Yeah, and Jedediah Brown's not a liar.
I'm an activist, a real one. Not an actor. None of that.
I have never lied about anything.
There she go proving my point again.
And now I'm fighting for
anything.
Not an actor. None of that.
I have never lied about
Thank you,
anything.
There she go proving my point again.
And now I'm fighting for my life and she's lost hers.
Man, these activists are cold-blooded, aren't they?
Stay off Facebook. Bitch, I've been on Facebook for almost 15, 20 years now. As you can see, social media is not my life.
You looking at the face of a whole goofy.
Who the fuck are you to come and tell me almost my life and she's lost hers?
Sorry, y'all. I gotta put
None of that.
I have never lied about anything.
There she go proving my point again.
And now I'm fighting for my life and she's lost hers.
Man, these activists are cold-blooded, aren't they?
Stay off Facebook. Bitch, I've been on Facebook for almost 15, 20 years now. As you can see, social media is not my life.
You looking at the face of a whole goofy.
Who the fuck are you to come and tell me, a 50-year-old black woman, to stay off Facebook?
Does she think that we're all blind and we can't see that she's black? Why does she have to keep reminding us?
I need to go to her family's page and tell them that you're sorry for their loss. Don't get this shit twisted.
Nobody got it twisted. We all knew she never gave a fuck about Kat.
Because I know the police is watching me. They got the FBI watching me too. I'm some kind of FBI criminal now. Fuck the police. That shit don't change. They mad because I say fuck the police.
The cops don't give a fuck about her. She's just a paranoid schizophrenic who's been saying the same shit since 2017.
They was in my live.
Yeah, have you ever seen that before?
Yes, the police.
Okay.
But I mean,
monitoring your lives.
They always do.
I mean, first of all, this is Al Gore's internet, okay? Let me just put it plain. This is Al Gore's internet. The internet was invented by a black man for the military to gather intel. Welcome to the Matrix. What the fuck she thought this shit was? You're not gonna be out in these motherfucking streets and ain't no police watching nobody. Shout outs to them for that. Me and my neighbor today were trading secrets on where they be parking cars in the neighborhood with speedometers in them to send us tickets. We didn't know. She was like, yeah, up that street on the corner, it's a car sitting there. It's got a camera in it. If you go around that corner too fast, you're going to get a ticket in the mail. Shout outs to you for telling me. But I'm not surprised. You think you're going to be on a platform that is available to the public, that is not surveilled by law enforcement? They're not picking on you. The FBI is following me. I've been under actual FBI investigation before. You black and you an activist. You must not have heard Obama, that whole black identity extremist thing that Obama put in place in 2017. It's on my channel. I read the entire document. The FBI, I didn't read it. Jason Black read it and gave me permission to share it on my channel. And from that moment on, I started noticing things on social media and on this platform that made me demonetize myself. Because you can't mix your business and your pleasure. I do my business on Patreon, baby. Okay? But listen, it isn't surprising. If you understood the internet, if you understood how you move, then you wouldn't be surprised if you're being surveilled. Duh, nigga. You look like a crackhead.
Yes, and it's more than just Memphis police. It's some kind of federal because they follow me out.
Does this not look like a different person than who's sitting right beside her? Jaguar Wright. That's the other one we had to look at all them faces on. Remember? The faces of Jaguar Wright. We saw Jaguar. We saw Suzette. We saw Jacqueline. Remember? There it is.
I have never lied about anything.
I always told y'all 12 was in my life. Maybe y'all would believe me now.
No, we'll just call you a whole groupie and keep it moving.
Shout out to 12.
Oh, she's doing it for clout. No, I really want all you motherfuckers over here watching so I can tell y'all what happened to Kendrick Johnson.
Because just like Jedediah Brown, she can only get views by exploiting the death of black people.
I want to talk to y'all about this shit.
Because I'm like, okay, so if you have information about what happened to somebody, why not go to the police? You may not like the police, but they have a job to do and they have the authority to do it. So if you really have some pertinent information about someone's murder, why would you sit here on a platform and then be surprised the police are watching? Don't you want them to prosecute whoever did it? Well, maybe they're sitting here watching you so they can get the intel you too dumb to give them yourself. Hood logic, man.
This is stupid. This is a waste of my time. I feel like it's a waste of my time.
Even more proof for how much she didn't give a fuck about Kat.
Can I do a live on Kanika Jenkins? No. I'm done talking about her.
Because just like Jedediah Brown, when Teresa stopped her from making money off of her daughter's name, your girl didn't give a fuck at all.
Teresa should have never
stop the protest. She stepped on my toes with that shit.
Wow, this bitch is crazy. She really just said that shit. Let's hear it again.
She stepped on my toes with that shit.
By stepping on her toes, she meant she was stuck with all these fucking t-shirts.
I will never do another live on her. Sorry, Psalmist. Shahonda.
She should just
Trey Gang still doing lives on the go on YouTube and look up Trey Gang. He's still live collecting money in her name.
Let me give you some advice then, Babs. Here's what you should do. Take those t-shirts over to Goodwill and donate them. They will give you a blank receipt, bitch. Cash that receipt in with your tax refund, and then you get a little bit of your money back on your tax refund. All right? You're welcome.
Name and everything. I will not waste my time doing that anymore.
And if you want to see us expose that goofy, go check out episode 12 of Cash for Kanika.
I really hate the fact that people keep saying weird, but there ain't no other word for it but weird. Like how people be acting.
Which is exactly what I said about this weirdo.
All that meanness started when she got over here and I told her ass that she's going to have to pay me rent. Y'all didn't catch that, did y'all? I told her she's going to have to pay me rent.
Something she could have told her before she tricked her to come to her house.
I can tell the truth. And shame the devil. I don't give a fuck if you 6 feet under or not.
But
Funny how she shamed the
who
devil.
wouldn't have that conversation with somebody on the front end and be like, hey, this is what I'm expecting. Here are the boundaries. Here are the limitations. Here are the rules of the house. Why would you let somebody come stay with you thinking that they may not have to pay for anything? The woman you said she only got $1,000 a month. So, like, why wouldn't you allow her to make that decision before she got there? That's crazy to me.
But she'll defend a pedophile. You see, Teresa put up a post, asked Zillionaire Entertainment, you know, the known pedophile, not to put videos up making money off her daughter's death. And your girl Barbara jumped online quick to defend this bullshit. What a clown. I mean, really.
We'll go back and read that. Hold on.
I don't give a fuck if you 6 feet under or not.
Funny how she'll shame the devil, but she'll defend a pedophile. You see, Teresa.
All right. And you would think with Kat being dead, all that shit would be water under the bridge at this point anyway. But what she's defending right now is the fact that Kat was saying she mistreated her while she lived there. That she was abusive. She tried to rape her. She tried to fight her. She told her, shut the fuck up. Yeah, this is not for children. I told you that. I told you that. You should probably do what Burgundy Blue says sometimes. I don't know if y'all know this sometimes. I love Burgundy Blue. She'll come in sometimes and go right to the beginning. And she'll be like, I'll see you in a minute. Let me catch up on what we talk about. And I'll be right there. I love her for that. I do that to other people's channels too. I'm like, I don't want to look like no idiot in the chat. But just so you know, this is not for children. It never is. Unless you see one here. Typically, the Daylight Clem Daylight channel is perfectly family safe. But y'all got this show on this bitch called Breakdown that you created. I didn't create Breakdown. Y'all did. Go back and look. You'll see. It's all your fault. But unlike other YouTubers, I'm not going to charge you for it over here. Please join me on Patreon, though, where you get free